When a disaster strikes or a crisis breaks out, your first thoughts are often of family, especially your little ones. That's why Save the Children launched Get Ready, Get Safe. This pioneering program helps U.S. families and communities prepare to protect and care for the most vulnerable among us in times of crisis, our children. We've prepared these simple tips to answer the pressing question, how do you create an emergency preparedness plan for your family? Prep Step 1. Know your emergency contacts. Communication can be difficult during emergencies. Electricity may be out, cell phone towers could go down, and local systems may be overwhelmed, making it difficult to reach those you love most. Use these tips to create a family emergency communications plan and help ensure that when disaster strikes, you can stay connected. Talk about emergency plans with children. Identify emergency contacts, evacuation routes, and meetup locations. If children are not with family when a disaster strikes, reassure them that there are caring adults like teachers, coaches, and first responders that will be working to keep them safe. Identify emergency contacts. Every family should be equipped with at least 3 primary emergency contacts. A family member. For children, this should be their parent or guardian. A local friend or relative, and an out-of-town contact. Program ICE contacts. All family cell phones should have in case of emergency, or ICE, contacts programmed into the contact list with all family phone numbers plus in and out-of-town contacts. These entries should start with ICE, then have the name of the contact. Consider a landline. Landline phone connections can often work even when cell phones are down. These lines are also associated with addresses that may make it easier for emergency responders to find you. Remember to text. Remind family members that text messages often get through in an emergency even when a cell phone call can't. Share your information. Give your emergency contact information to all child care providers, schools, programs, neighbors, and babysitters. Make sure everyone has several ways to reach you or an identified emergency contact in case of an emergency. Update the plan. Things change. Update the family communications plan as needed, especially as emergency contacts change and children mature. Review the plan every 6 months and update at least once a year. Know caregiver plans. Ask child care providers and schools about their emergency communications protocol. If a disaster occurs, how will you be notified? Will there be auto calls, texts, or emails? And are you signed up for these alerts?